What's cracking? How are you guys this evening? What's poppin'? What is poppin'? How is everyone doing? What's cracking? Obs, how are you? Was here before me. Before me, Luis. Hello, Kay. How is everyone doing? Paul is here. All right, you guys saying hello to each other. Gabe, what is cracking? Are you throwing me shade? What is poppin', Rich? What is cracking? How are you? I'm gonna tell you guys about something that has been infuriating me and I've been trying to fix it. And I have not been able to fix it. Val, aren't you on tour? Are you still on tour? Girl, I need to know about all of the things. And thank you so much for your support. It means so much to me. The shade. The shade. Mike? 99 things, ¿qué? What? It's gonna start again. There you go. That's kind of a long pause. What is going on from an underground disco in Sheffield, UK? Very cool. Is that Chris Wood? Who is this? How are you? Let me know. You like the background? The background, the overlay, or the actual background? Which one? That's a nice mic you have there. What is cracking? How are you? Don't we have the same mic? Maybe. Perhaps. What? Oh, look at work today. I remembered today to update my timer and make sure it works. So, yes. And so it switched. And we are good to go. Tour just started. First show was yesterday. How exciting is that? That is very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, 99 days. Oh, wait, hold on. I was trying to mess with them things. Let's put this on here. Let's fix this. Let's do the right thing. Let's go here, delete that. 1 day to go. What? Insanity. And of course, we need Pride Paul to hang out with us. Hello, Pride Paul. How are you today, my good friend? Pride Paul's going to hang out right over here and just chill out. Yeah, this challenge has been a challenge, but you know, I ain't mad at it. Hold on, let me make this smaller over here so I can bring the comments over here and talk to you guys. Don't do that. Command Z, there you go. I didn't lock that scene. India. Gosh. All right. Here we are. Let's come over here. Okay. All right. And I got to put my glasses on because using an iPad mini. All right. There you go. Using an iPad mini for a confidence monitor and to read the comments off of the screen. I got to kind of like lean in and I'm still, you know. Yes, showing love for Pride. Yes. 12:38. Where are you, Val? 12:38 a.m.? Yeah, where are you? Let me know. You like the overlay? Very cool. Thanks. Simple. We did it in Canva the other day. Sleep is overrated. Not for me, girl. We haven't had enough conversations. You know what? I can't stand you, Evie. So Evie, the cruel Evie, did what she does and sent me a picture of her tanning in sunny San Diego by the pool. You know what? Whatever. I'm over you. Happy Pride. Happy Pride, mi gente. Thank you so much for the support. Yes, exactly. It's like my first time streaming. Why didn't I lock my overlays? Gosh, such a rookie mistake. Oh my goodness. You know how we do. Pride Paul. Yes, you haven't seen Pride Paul, Valerie. This is the fabulous Pride Paul. We'll make him a little bit bigger so you can see, but this is Pride Paul right here. Pride Paul be out in the streets, hanging out and having a very good time. Yes, so that is Pride Paul. And he's hanging out with us for the rest of the month. Although my streams, my 100 days will end tomorrow, I will be continuing on a weekly basis. So Paul is just reminding you guys, if you're over on Facebook, Indian. Do you know how many times I got called Indian when I was a kid?
Loser.
That was the wrong one, but that was actually very fitting. But they used to make fun of me. I'm not, you're in the UK. Oh, goodness. So it is. Yeah. So that makes sense why Tommy is saying that he's from in a what did he say? Disco underground somewhere, from an underground disco in Sheffield, UK. Smash that like button. There you go. Look at Angie coming through with those moderator skills. What is cracking? Angie's here. So you can tell her yourself. Angie's here. Gotta love spell check. It's okay, Paul. It's all right. I won't hold it against you. So I wanted to try something really quick with you guys. And I thought it was going to be, my hair is I'm tired. I've been up since 4 o'clock in the morning. I did a first time homebuyer seminar expo thingy from 8 in the morning till almost 1:30 in the afternoon. But it was an hour and a half away from me. So I had to wake up at 4:20. I was on the road by 6 o'clock to get there to set up. And I tried taking a nap today, but Koa would not let me take a nap. Hey, Mike, how are you doing today? What is poppin'? Let me tell you guys about my frustration. I've been actively working on fixing or trying to get my loop deck to work. Koa left us. So Koa, I will show you guys. She went upstairs, but you can see the mess that she left for me with all of her toys over here. She'll be downstairs. Oh, look, there she is. She heard her name. There it is. Oh no, look. I said her name too loud. I thought she was going to jump on top of me because that's what she does. I'll leave it here for a little bit so you guys can be entertained by the Koa cam while I give you my gripes. I'll do this. While I give you guys my gripes about where can I put myself? I don't even know. I can put myself over here. Well, I give you guys my gripes about the loop deck. The loop deck has not been working at all with Ecamm. Not that it's not been working. It has been working. Any of the other profiles, I press the buttons. She's looking for the Stream Deck pedal. I don't have it activated. It's plugged in. I don't have it activated. Did I tell you guys that Koa, while I was on a Zoom, did I tell you? Oh, there she is. She ended a Zoom because of my Stream Deck. I had that. Why would I have that programmed? Silly India. Why would I have that programmed on my Stream Deck pedal to leave the meeting? And she went under the desk and stepped on it because she has to weigh like 50, 60 pounds now. She is very heavy. Stepped on it and ended my Zoom call. I was like, oh, nice. So I had to unplug it. Let's see. There you go. There's the crazy girl. Look at this mess. She brings all her toys. Well, that's my tool over there. But she brings all her toys and she just thinks that this is her personal space. Oh, you can see better the key light that I'm trying to figure out and use there. So let's bring this over this way. Let's come back to, I didn't program that scene into my Stream Deck. So I have the hair light. And if I turn it off. So yeah, you can see kind of my shoulders, I guess. I'm still like messing with it. I guess now that I'm used to it, it's one of those things. Now I feel like because this was how I've been streaming normally. with this brightness, but then bringing in the hair light here, I feel like it stands out more. And what I am going to do now, because I do like how the hair light is here, I do like how it gives me that separation. I'm going to take the paint code that Doc used for his walls, and I'm going to just like paint, so not all of it, but paint that section there. So when the light bounces off of that, it'll be a little bit more reflective. Paint under the sign, that small wall, I'm actually going to paint that whole corner, because in that corner there, right above the plant, there's actually a recessed light that comes down. So I am going to paint, I'll probably just paint the whole wall. Why be lazy, right? Why be lazy? So I'll just paint all the walls. If we go back, let me see. Probably if I do it, let's go back over here. What am I doing? Coming over this way. And we're going to unzoom so you can see a little bit better. So Winchester Gray, thank you. I'm just trying to think like how many, and you can even see the lights this way. So I'm going to move my head around really quick over this way, because you can see, let me hide the controls because it's, all right. So you can see that I have the recessed lighting right on top, right? So right above the projector, I have some LED lights, and you can see right behind Pride Pole, there's the LED light. So it does kind of come out a little bit. I need stronger LEDs, because if I were to just focus in on me over here and we hide this bad boy, you can see a little bit of the glow, but you can't really see it on the bottom. So I need to figure that out. And if we come back, you can see where there is a projector over here where I have it mounted from the ceiling, and right in front of the projector is a recessed light. So there's recessed lights, and if I change the colors, you guys can see it a little bit better. So let me just come in, change it to blue. You can see that it changed to blue. So now what I'm probably going to do is, not probably, I am going to do it. I've decided. Not sure if you know, Elgato Control Center has a firmware update. I have. Yes. I did update it. Thank you. Both of the key lights, the panels. So I'm going to paint the walls down here that Winchester Gray, because now that you see like the full view, right? So if we go ahead and we just take a look, I want to make sure I know what I'm showing you guys. So under the projector, because I have the LED lights, that will make it pop more. Definitely, like I showed you, that section under the stairs, because I have that LED. And then probably even here, painting this will make the reflections bounce off a little bit better. And then under the baggage sign, if I come back to my regular, that whole wall. So that whole wall in that section, because there's that little nook there. There's the recessed light. You can see now that it's blue coming down that whole wall. And then right under here, I know it'll show the colors a little bit better. And what I was thinking about today, as well as that, I think I am going to, I don't know when. So that's what I'm going to say. I don't know when. And then we're going to come back, because I do want to show you what eventually it's going to, my next, I guess, build out is going to be for down here. I am going to get the Pavo tubes that Doc has, and I'm going to put a Pavo tube right in the corner, right there in the little cranny. Put a Pavo tube so that the RGB can stand out a little bit more over this way. And I think I'm going to do a Pavo tube mounted to right above the baggage sign, right? So right above the baggage sign, I'm trying to get it so you guys can see it, right above there, like angled out. So mounted on a camera stand, camera thing, and have it from the wall mounted out so that it's angled down. And so that'll be some lighting and a little bit of a focus right on that baggage sign. So I've made up my mind. I am going to add at least 2 of those tubes or the Nan lights, because I think they're the same. I don't know. Now, good. So Nano, what is cracking? How are you? Sammy Superstar, what is cracking? How are you? iCast Enterprises, what is poppin'? You guys got me all. So let's do this the right way. What's up, fam? Thank you for coming through. I appreciate every single one of you guys. So let's go, and Nano asked a question because that is what I was going to talk about next. So this corner, my storage corner over here, I was just trying to figure out let's see. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to come back. The door that's right next to the baggage sign, that's a bathroom. That's a full-size bathroom. My brother loves hanging out down here. And when my brother and the kids come over, we take advantage of both bathrooms because then it becomes a full house. So that is a functioning full-size bathroom. And so if we come back to that space there, that space is actually big enough that I'm going to get a twin sleeper sofa. So like a love seat, and the love seats are, and let me just come back and let me do this. So hold on. Espérate. The love seats, you can get a sleeper sofa, and it's a twin size bed. So I usually will have, my brother come over. My brother comes with his kids, and I have the guest bedroom, but his kids are old enough that, they're brother and sister, but the three of them for them to fit in a bed. So usually my brother sleeps on my sofa, which drives me crazy, but I love it. I love him. Don't love that he sleeps on my sofa. But I don't have a place for him because then he gives the kids the guest bedroom. So I want to put a sleeper sofa there, twin sleeper sofa, where then he can just hang out, watch TV. The kids have their space. And then when my brother's not here, when I don't have guests over, that is going to be kind of another studio angle. So let's say when my mom or when Angie comes over and we want to do like the podcast, or even when we want to do the live stream, I can go ahead and I can place a tripod kind of right in the middle, right? The sofa is going to be right back over here. Let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can see me a little bit better. So hold on, let's do this really quick, because those are actually the next immediate plans. All right, now you can see my mess even better. I don't want you to see my mess, but you guys know so much about me, so we're family now, right? All right, let's zoom in over here, and let's just zoom out a little bit more. Okay, a little bit more. And maybe, yeah. All right, cool. So from wall to wall, the sleeper sofa will fit perfectly there. And then when Angie, like I said, when Angie's here, if I want to do a podcast, or even for myself, if I want to sit down and just do a little bit more talking heads and have a different angle, I can sit on the sofa and kind of have a little bit more of a relaxed interview style space, and put the tripod right in the middle of the floor there, angling that way. And then like if it's Angie and I were doing, let's say, a podcast together, or even if we're live streaming together, I would just plug in the projector to my computer and have the output turn from Ecamm, make the projector the output. So that'll be a huge confidence monitor. We can see everything. And then I just have probably a wireless keyboard and mouse to control everything from the sofa. So that's going to kind of be like a cozy couple interview, chill spot there. And then what I'm going to do is, because of the door, so now the door comes out. So let's just switch. This one here. Let me hide this. So that door right now currently swings out that way, which is where the sofa would be. So I've been thinking about a few things. I can do a few different things. The simplest thing is that I can change, the hinges and just have the door swing out that way. So if there's a sofa there, it doesn't interfere. I would just have to, obviously they would have to fix the frame, and the frame technically would need to be flipped and all of that stuff. I probably would need a new door frame because it would need to be in reverse, right? So that the door can flip out to my right so that it doesn't interfere. But what I really have been thinking about, and what the route I'm probably going to go is I want to do a barn door, sliding barn door. Because then if I do a sliding barn door, one, that'll be a very cool look. And then two, it can just slide out, you know, right above, right out in front of the, you know, when somebody needs to use the bathroom, just have it slide out. Or actually, it can even slide the opposite way, the barn door. So I wouldn't even need to have it block. There's enough space on that side. You guys can't see. I guess if I do this, let me take advantage of all the cameras I have. Hold on, folks. Hold, please. Okay. And let me move my big head out the way. Okay. And now what am I doing? There's another angle. That's a better angle that you guys can see. And let me just come and hang out, hide over here. So now you can see it a little bit better. So the door right now, you can see the door swings out to the left, but the sofa will be basically from wall to wall. I know we have to be careful with this here. It's just going to be like a liability. Okay, Paul, I saw he said be right back. But what I really would like to do is, because that space there is wide enough, I would like to do the barn door. Either way, I can do a barn door that it goes either way. But I think to maximize space and not worry about having to replace that baggage sign, I would want the barn door to just come out and have it swing that way. So when people need to use the bathroom, it just swings. And then for the most part, it'll stay shut. And then I don't have to worry about either way. The frame has to be removed, because when you do barn doors, the frame comes out and it's like, you know, whatever. So that's what what the plans are for the space right there. I have to tidy up my desk, right? Like I just have to tidy up. I have to, like, it's not that bad. It's just one box. If I were to get rid of, and that's the box for my Stream Deck giveaways. Once we hit 25 people, that's all the stuff that's in there. There's literally nothing. I mean, there's like one or two things on top, but that's it. And now you can see the tone of the color of the house now that I changed the lights. You can also see now all of the recessed lighting. So they're all RGB lights. So if I were to go in and change the colors, so now you can see in the back over here, you can't see it too much. Let me turn those key lights off. Now you can see how they're all purple. And so if I were to go and paint the walls, all of this up here, Winchester gray, paint those sections over there, and then the section back there, it'll probably bounce and look a little bit better, show the RGB colors a little bit better. Let's see. So let me come back this way. I like the blue. And then let's turn my lights back on. That turned the lights on. Okay, we're good. I'm just trying to get my scenes back together. So those are the next immediate plans. I have thought about, so the only other thing that I've thought about is I love my carpet, but let's just turn this back to white again. I was thinking about maybe redoing the floors, and that's something I can do on my own because everything is level, and I would just get like the vinyl snap press-in floors, like a nicer quality floors. And maybe doing, because I don't like the tile. It's nice, it's new. I don't like the tile, and I would probably just lay it right over it because it's all brand new. But I think that would also make a nice change to the room, having I would probably do a darker tile. So not tile, but flooring, wood flooring under the carpet. And then that'll be it. I mean, one or two more decorating things, but I really don't need to. Once I put the sofa there, it'll be pretty much good. All right, so let's do purple. Let's go back. Let me check in on you guys. I did see that Paul had a question. Okay, let me see. Okay. Let's see. Not sure if you know. Oh, yes, I got that. All right. Sammy says, congrats on the 99 days. Thank you so much. Love the direction you're heading with your corner studio. Okay. Paul says, would it be like to put the Pavo button on the left side of the corner? Would it be what, Paul? Would it be like to put Smart, maybe? What would it be like? Oh, got it. No, sorry. What would it be? Let me reread this again. What would it be like to put the pavo tube on the left side of that corner? So you're saying instead of this corner, putting it on the opposite corner on the wall that we can't see, right? I think it would probably be the same because the cubby, it would probably be better because what it'll do is we'll just see the glow where right now, right? So if I put it in that corner, the immediate corner, it's going to look kind of just like this, right? Because it's going to be in frame. But if I put it on the opposite corner and I put it probably at fuller brightness, it'll just show the room glowing in whatever color it is. So that would probably be smarter. And then the same thing with the baggage coming out, because then you won't see the tube itself. You're just going to see the glow of the light, which is what I want. Okay. That far back corner to the left of the baggage sign. Okay, got it. Yep. All right. Are you doing something for my last day of streaming? Paul is back and he says, yes, we're doing a big party tomorrow. We are. We're doing a big party tomorrow. Going to have some guests on. Paul is going to hang out with us. Doc is going to be on. And then I'm going to have some rotating guests coming in throughout the evening and just pulling up highlights of the different things through the stream. You guys will hang out. I would love to hear feedback of what were some of your favorite moments for favorite things that you guys learned. Talk about the plan ahead. And that's pretty much it. It's just going to be a celebration. I'm going to take a break this week, but I will be back then the following weekend to stream for Ladies Night. And then once I take the week break, during the week, the following week, it'll be twice a week. And I'll talk more about like the schedule and stuff. So very excited for that. Very excited to continue. And so what I decided was, because I do want to make this my full blown studio. Idealistically, I would like to use it where if, locally, because I am a part of like the Chamber of Commerce and things like that. If I had people locally where this becomes an actual studio that people can come in and maybe they can do their podcast here, or they can, create their own videos and I can help them with that. I want to kind of have a space to have variations, kind of like with what Keith does. Keith Pelzer, he's absolutely an inspiration of mine. But I'm thinking I would like to kind of go somewhere along those lines to have a space. If I can make my studio make money for me, right? Use that. But if not, just for me to have various angles with studio space. So I've already seen the sofa that I want to get. It's, because the space is so small, just planning out all of that stuff. I was literally thinking about the pavo lights earlier today, because I look at it and I'm like, all right, that I can do more. And then what I'm going to do is, right, because I used to have my trainer down here. I still have the weights. I have a second bedroom that I was going to turn into a walk-in closet. I have a lot of clothes, but I don't have that many clothes. So it's going to be split. The second bedroom, the middle bedroom will be a joint walk-in closet workout room. And then I'm going to get like a cheap 43-inch TV, mount that on the wall, or just get like another projector or something. But, oh, hi. You want to play? Yes, somebody wants. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Did you guys see that? But I'm going to make the second bedroom my workout space. So I'll bring the bike and the cycling trainer upstairs to that space. I'm going to bring my weights up there. I'm going to get like gym mats, that cushion for upstairs. So with the weights and things like that. And even if I'm like on the floor, I don't have to worry about it. And then the room is big enough. And like I said, I don't have that many clothes. The room is big enough that I can do one wall of like the IKEA Pax closet thingies. And then the rest of the space will be my bike, a space for the weights, for me to just move around, lift the weights, have the bike, and then throw a TV on the wall. So that'll be my workout room. So taking that stuff out will then eliminate the dual function. What I've decided is that I don't want this to be a dual function room. I just want this to be a studio space and then build out the space there. K-Walk, what is cracking? How are you? K-Walk says, popping in to say hi. Gotta go do my stream. Enjoy your stream with your brother. Thank you for the support and popping in. That is great. Mary, hello. How are you doing today? Amazing commitment. Yes, it was definitely commitment. 100%. Let's see if she's acting crazy. Paul says, you got it right the first time. I said left of the baggage sign and meant right. My thoughts after 99 days. So, left and you meant right? Okay. Either way, what'll happen is that once I get the lights, I'll just mess around with it. I'll probably test the different angles. And then with testing the different angles, getting feedback from you guys and seeing what works best, what looks better on stream, and kind of going from there. So, hey, Environmental Coffee House, I appreciate you. Just be safe driving. I was listening on Doc's stream earlier today on my way back home, so I totally understand that. Great idea, the IKEA room divider, the closet things. Yeah, for upstairs, definitely. All right, cool. Koa, get out of the garbage. Come, bring that. You're gonna be punished. My dog. All right, let's come back over here. My dog is being a dog, and I should not be mad at her for being a dog. Look at her face. All right. So we spoke a little bit about what I'm going to do. I'm just trying to decide probably what... Oh, she left. She got pissed off. I think it's the funniest thing that she gets mad at me and she just like slinks away. Like, you're doing something you shouldn't be doing. She wants it. She probably does want attention, Paul. Don't make me feel guilty. I had put her, she was being really mean to Tyler when I got home, like showing him her teeth. She was being really mean to him. And I put her in the crate. And Angie was like, she has pent up energy. Take her out. Give her a second chance. She's been in the crate all day. She just wants your love. All right, softies. Gosh, she'll be back down. So I was just looking, and then the other thing, but then I realized it was in unless I get credit, you can rent Pavo lights from different places. There's a place in Philadelphia, literally about 10 minutes away from me, called Unique Photo, kind of like a B&H competitor. They have, I think, 2 or 3 locations, and one of them is here in Philadelphia, and you can rent cameras. That's what made me think about it, because I get emails from them, and when I went to check their website, it said rent, and then I started looking at all the different things. Of course, you can rent cameras, you can rent lenses, but then they have other gear. You can rent like C-stands, tripods. You can rent different lights, like the aperture lights. What is it? So there's aperture lights. There's the ones that everybody's using now. I don't even know. But you can rent a bunch of lights. You can rent the Pavo lights, the Pavo tube things. And so I was like, oh, I wonder, like I also toyed with the idea of renting them for a day, because it's literally 10 minutes away from me, renting them for a day or 2 days and playing around with the placement and seeing what it looks like on stream, seeing, okay, will this be enough? Will this be overkill? So they let you rent the 4-pack of the 2 feet long tubes. And I think for 2 days it was $80. Brand new, the 4-pack from them was $620. So like I said, it's not something that I would do now. But the other thing is that if one has to wonder what she's doing upstairs. Paul, I do not want to wonder what she's doing upstairs. So what happened was I brought plates. I brought leftovers, like, you know, the sandwiches that they give when you're a vendor and they get the catered sandwiches. So this was a paper plate that I had left on my kitchen island from my sandwich, which she pulled because now she's that tall. She pulled the paper plate and has been gradually being a dog is what she's doing. The Govee lights is the other one. So these lights are the Govee lights. She's coming downstairs again. Hold on. Oh no, I did something. Oh, Koa. I did something. Hold on. Look at this. This is what she does. This is what she does when I close the gate. She sits on the stairs. Now she's coming back down. She literally sits. I don't know how she fits. And upstairs, so I have one security camera. I'm like, how do I make it with a face like that? How can you be? Listen. I know, but she's a pain in the butt, guys. She's a pain in the butt. Let me see. Where is she? She's walking around. So she literally fits her butt on the stairs and will sit. So she'll put her two hind paws and her tushy on one stair and then put her two front paws on the stairs in front of it and will just sit and watch me from that little corner there and will make me feel bad if the gate is closed. Anyway. So these lights, Nano, are Govee lights here. But I was thinking the tube, and I wanted to get a little bit better quality. These are great. But then when you start to get into like that higher price point, there's different things, different features, different quality and things like that, that I was like, all right, if I'm going to put, for there, because I want them to be stronger, I want to be able to control it a little bit more. I figured that I would do the investment. So I was thinking about maybe renting them, trying it out, seeing the space, because they sell 2-packs. So is it like I don't need that much for this small space, right? So, hold on. Let me zoom out really quick so we can look at it overall. I don't really need a 4-pack for this space. Maybe, I guess, because maybe then with the 4-pack, I could probably put the Govee lights. I can mount one Govee light right above the projector and take out the LEDs. And that'll give probably a stronger, it's going to be much stronger than those LEDs. Those LEDs were like $40. Where if I get it's 2 feet, they have 4 feet. So the 4 feet would be better. The 4-footer would be better for there. So then at that point, I guess that's where it would make sense to, so going back to then with the pricing, right? Where it's like, well, $80 for 2 days. That's unless they're going to give me credit. So I know some places when you rent, sometimes they do give you credit, or they give you an option to buy it, buy like the used rented model at a discount. So I have to look more into it, because then if I can either get credit to purchase a new one, or if I can buy that one, if I end up liking it and buy that used one at a discounted price, then it might be worthwhile. So, hi Gretchen, how are you? Nice seeing you here. I appreciate you. Yes. Okay. So what I'm thinking I want to do first, because I do have RGB lights here, and I know that it would be the not cheapest, but the most ineffective that I can do first is probably painting, right? It'll be the quickest because I don't have furniture in here. So it's literally just taking out the signs off of the walls, leaning them somewhere. And it doesn't need to be like perfect. I mean, it would probably drive me crazy if I didn't do this section in front of me, but I don't need to do this section. It would really just be that wall, these walls on that side, that wall there, and maybe this part up here. But it's something that I can do in under a day. I imagine it's also probably not gonna, I think what a gallon, probably a gallon. I don't know. I know when I go there what it is, but I know I don't even need that much paint. And this doesn't necessarily need to be primed because it's already like that grayish color. So I wouldn't need to prime it first. I can probably get away with doing 2 coats since this has like that grayish base already. Now I'm just looking around because I would just have to tape up the molding, which that's quick. Tape up the molding. Yeah, I can probably paint it in a day. And then it'll be what, under $100, if that much, I imagine. The can, then I'm thinking about whatever size that is. I don't think it's 5 gallon. I think it's a gallon of paint. It's like what, $25? I know Paul told me how much it was. So I think it's like $25. I don't think I would need more than a gallon. Maybe two. I guess it would make sense to buy 2 1-gallons, because then if I need to touch up and to have extras, it would probably make sense. I know definitely 1 gallon would be fine. 1 gallon would probably give me 2 coats, which I don't think I would need a third coat here. Do 2 coats and then have an extra. So I think I'm going to do that first. Like that'll be the next thing that I do. Not immediately, but that'll be like the next major change that I do to make an impact. To check out the lights and the sofa. I do really want to do, and that's not just like the studio thing. That's also because of the, with my brother coming, like we spoke earlier this week, he's going to come with the kids when they finish school in New York. He told me on June 26th. So he's going to pick them up from the Bronx, and on his way back, bring them to the house, spend a week with me. And then we're going to do all cool Philadelphia activities. So that's the one thing I'm like, well, it's not the end of the world. He can sleep on the sofa, but it's like, I don't want him sleeping on my sofa. Do I need to get this sofa? And so the one that I was looking at, the sleeper sofa, it's actually from Big Lots. It's $500. I have a 15% off coupon. So that's pretty cool that you can use on furniture. I have a 15%. So when you sign up, they give you like 15% for anything in the store, which makes sense. So it's $500 if we do 15% off, and the actual bed itself, that's $75. So it's $425 plus tax, where it comes back out to, let's say, $500. But the bed that they put into the sleeper is from Serta. So I imagine it must be, right? It's not like I'm getting a sleeper from IKEA with one of those. It's a Serta sleeper, and it's actually nice. It's a gray, I don't need it to be fancy, but I think I got to see if I can get it for him before he comes. Nano says, I feel you in front of you is going to bother me, right, as well. Right, exactly. That's the thing, that I don't need to paint it. But then if I cut off the line, like right here, because it's where I would cut it off, where, you can see. Because the thing is, so if we come back, let me just fix the angle really quick with my other camera. And let's come back over here, do this. So the thing is, and let me move my head out the way. How do I want? There you go. So it basically would be after this blue thing. So from here, from here on. And so if I'm going to use this space where it's going to be talking, right? Because I'm going to be sitting on the sofa, then I absolutely would have to paint that behind me, so that if it stops right here, you can see this is where my monitor is. It's going to drive me crazy that the space, like that there's going to be a solid line and it's going to be two-toned. Or even this section that's over here where I have my recipe for success thing. So Paul says, question, will painting the wall in front of you mess with your face lighting? That's a good question. I didn't think about that. I would have to ask Doc, because I did not think about that. I mean, so I'm not worried. So you can see here, I actually don't get, the lighting is from here. Let's see. Hi, guys. So there's my key light there. And you can see that's my setup. Okay. So you can see the lighting that I have. I guess if this here, it would probably absorb it, because now you can see that the key light, the wall is reflecting. The light is reflecting off of the wall here because this is a brighter gray, which does help, right? With my lighting, if we just come back over here, I get the good side over here, and then I brought in that key light, which I can make brighter if I wanted to. Let me see. The hair key light, let me see. This is at 30% right now. So if I wanted to have it a little bit more, no. Are they synced again together? Hold on, they might have synced because that shouldn't have happened. They're not linked. So the brightness for this one should absolutely have not gone up. So let me just go back and let me bring this down. I usually keep this one here at 15%. Yep. So I keep this one here at 15%, and then, you know, that's what I was messing with. So it was at 30% before. Let me just bring this back down. The hair light was at 30%, and we're good. If I wanted to have a little bit more brightness, then you can see it gives me some more over here, you know, and I don't need too much. I also have the small light on my iPhone that if I wanted to make that brighter. So now I have all different lighting. I don't need that much light. I'm good. I'm going to turn this one off. There. And this is okay. But then what happens is with raising the hair light behind me, because right now I'm at 50%, raising that hair light behind me, my colors, I feel like then the RGB colors that I have in the ceiling and like in the background kind of get washed out. Where if I turn the key light off, the hair light off completely, you can see more of the lighting. This light behind me is also kind of bright. So if I lower, if I just use a solid color, now you can see it's a little bit more dramatic, the lighting. If I turn the hair light back on, it gets, I mean, you can still see it's purple, but it's not as dramatic. And I did want it to have I didn't want it to be extremely dramatic. So now I'm going to bring the hair light back down to 30%. And now I feel like for me, I like this setup. I like this lighting the way I look because you can still see the little bit of the purple. And then with the overhead lights, that's why I was thinking about getting the pavo lights I feel like that's where it's missing, in that corner right there. And I used to have the little RGB light that I would put in my plant, but because I love Angie so much, I gave it to her. So I don't have my RGB light because I would put in the little potter. I had the small square Ulanzi that I would turn it on right before the stream, and I would light the plant, and then it would give me like a nice like torch-like glow behind me. So I think that if I put some lighting there coming out, it'll just finish off the look of the room completely. I don't need a lot more, honestly. What is going on, Sean? How are you? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right. Lewis says it will create more bounce from the lighting once you paint right in front of you, which I probably wouldn't want. So then I would have to just suck it up and just leave this section because I like the way the lighting looks now. If I need to go brighter, it's fine, right? So I would just probably leave this section here. It would just be, like I said, back there, that little area, I would absolutely do. So I would leave the molding white. I like how they did the molding here. I love I love the features of that. But then this section here, I would paint the gray. That whole wall back there, I would paint that whole wall all the way through there, that section, and then coming in on this side and that half. We can't see it because I moved the camera, but then the half of where the sofa is right until like we're, a little bit over on the sofa, so that if I'm sitting on the sofa, when I have the camera facing me, then I can throw some lights. I guess maybe then at that point, probably a 4-pack would be better if I were to do it, because then I can put a tube behind the sofa and have it cast up. That makes sense. See, I'm glad I'm talking this through with you guys. Yes, let me know. Hit me up. Definitely, we will connect, Sean. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, so let me just come back up here. Obs says, also, you could put a door stopper and not have to put a barn door. So, the thing with that, I would have to, so if I were to keep it, the problem is how far it swings out and the space. So let me show you. I think that's a good view. Hold on. So the space is actually from the wall, right over here, from the wall to where the door swings at. Let me just show you. And don't judge me. I'm in sweatpants and I'm comfy, okay? So you guys are not going to judge me. Hold on. What am I doing? Where am I disconnecting this? Going to disconnect this here so I can show you. So the door, you can see, yeah, I have the weights there. But basically the sofa is going to come out. I imagine the sofa would probably come out to, let me move my big head out the way. I imagine that the sofa would probably come out to right where it is because the wall is right here. So the wall is here. So you can see if I, right? Like, so you figure I'm touching the wall. I'm touching the, I don't even know if you can hear me. I don't know if you can hear me. Let me come over here and I'll talk very loud. But I'm touching the wall right here. So you can see as I extend my arms out, the sofa absolutely is going to come out to at least here, from the back of the sofa to at least here, which is where I have the weight. So if it comes out to there, if I keep the door as is, the door is going to block the sofa, and I don't want that. So then what I would do is I would either change how the door is hung so that it opens this way, but I really didn't want to do this, like move this. So what I was thinking was just to do the barn door and then have the barn door swing that way back. So have the barn door, it's closed, and then once it's done, swing over that way there, if that makes sense. Just to give enough space when I'm sitting there, or if my brother, like, I don't want the sofa to interfere and then it's going to damage the door of the door constantly being knocked into the sofa. Like, we're not doing that. So, will they deliver from Delaware? What are we talking about? No tax. So, did I miss something, K-Walk? All of a sudden you just said, will they, hold on. K-Walk, what? I don't even know if she's still here. So they'll deliver from Delaware, whoever they is, but then if you do it that way, you'll get charged tax. Because the way the states work with like Best Buy, because there are Best Buys in our states, if you're ordering from Best Buy to your state, you'll get charged tax. That's why I always make the trip. Let me come back over here. That's why I always make the trip to pick up the stuff from Best Buy instead of having it delivered, because if I choose to have it delivered, they're going to put on the tax because there's Best Buys here. So it's not worth it. If depending on what you need, have me pick it up and I can ship it for you. Paul says, question. Will painting the wall? Oh, no, I answered that. Sorry. Okay, I was just catching up. Sorry. Okay, sorry. I should have had said a double door stopper. What's a double door stopper? I don't know what that is. Tell me what this is. Hello, Eric. How are you? Okay, but now Ob says, yeah, I gotcha. Okay, cool. Got it. The sliding doors make sense. Right. She's still here. Okay, so K-Walk. Thank you, Paul. I need to understand what you're talking about. You just randomly started saying no tax delivering from Delaware. Unless she was trying to text somebody else. You know, that'd be happening because I do that all the time too. Right, the sliding door. And I've always kind of wanted a sliding barn door as well. When I looked at other houses here in Philadelphia, because a lot of them are like kind of newer construction, they did have the barn door upstairs in the bathroom covered and it looked great. I might even still do that upstairs. Very nice look, but definitely to save space and not have to worry about it swinging out and being in the way. I think that's something, because here's the thing with me in the house, because the house is all brand new. I've obviously brought my furniture in and I've brought in, you know, like my posters and, you know, things like I've decorated it. But in terms of being able to say, oh, I want to redo the kitchen, or, oh, I want to redo the floors, I haven't been able to do that as a homeowner. No complaints. But then there's little things that it's like, oh, I want to add some of my touches. Like, and so another reason for, even with the floors here, because I love my floors upstairs, but I'm not a fan of the tile that they chose for down here. where I'm like, oh, okay, that can give me an opportunity to customize my, my studio, really make my studio completely me with changing on. That's all I would do. Paint. I've already, decorated it the way I like. Painting it, changing the floors to wooden floors, and then putting out the door and adding the sofa. I think it's going to be super dope. I'm very excited about that. I also have to customize the room back there where Paul sits, although he's leaving now. So it's kind of sucks, but but that's my laundry room. That is a big hot ass mess. I have to organize the laundry room. I have to put shelves and stuff because it is atrocious. So, the barn door. Yeah. So that makes sense, right? Because of the space, and you can't tell how narrow it, not that it's narrow, because obviously I have a wide room, but because of the entrance to the bathroom and the way they placed the entrance. It would be different if they would have placed the entrance, but that's just the way the bathroom is set up. It would interfere if I were to leave it like that. So I would have to absolutely do something with the door once I put the sofa there, because that's going to be a pain in the ass. A pocket door on the outside. What's a pocket door? Guys, am I supposed to? You guys better not judge me. I don't know. I really don't know what a pocket door is. Paul has his own room. See, Mary. So Paul has been my moderator for the last 100 days. He has not missed a stream. And the ongoing joke is that I've kept Paul locked in my closet. See, for someone that's new, they wouldn't understand. But the ongoing joke for the last 99 days has been that I keep Paul locked in my laundry room closet over here. And I bang on the door when I want to yell at him. And he, look at Koa. Look at Koa. Hold on. Let's zoom in. Watch this. Oh, she looked back at me. She's not, what a protector this pit bull is supposed to be. Gosh, Koa. Sheesh. But anyway, the ongoing joke was that I keep Paul locked in the laundry room, in the room back there, and I yell at him all the time, and I haven't let him out, and that's why he's been moderating for me the last 100 days. Not that he really has a room, although he can have a room. I have an extra bedroom, so Paul says a pocket door slides into the wall. Paul, I've thought about that too. I don't know how I would do that. So I can do it. This wall, it can't be done. That wall, it cannot slide into because that's the shower right there. So that wall, I'm obviously, it's all whatever they do to make the wall waterproof, the surround and stuff. But this wall is nothing. Not that it's nothing, but the toilet is on the other side of that wall. So that's just an empty wall on that side. And so I thought about that. Some of this stuff, like, I know I can do on my own. I don't know if I'd be able to do a pocket. I don't know how I would do that, a pocket door. Like, I would have to hire somebody, I think, at that point. Because I don't think that that's simple to do. But I have thought about that because that would probably be the most space saving to do the pocket door from there to there. I wouldn't have to worry about the placement of the barn door. So I have thought about it. I just haven't looked into it. It's so funny about Doc's stream and what he said today about whatever, like creating those negative thoughts and what is it, like saying you can't do it without even trying or whatever. That's me. That's what I'm doing right now. That I'm like, no, I don't know, because that's going to take carving out the wall and I don't know how to do that. And I'm going to hire someone. And so, no, I'm not going to do that. But maybe I'll look into it because I do think that that is a good idea. All right. So now you're going to make me look into it. I'll look into it and see. Either way, I'll look into pricing and for both and see what makes sense. But yeah, that is a very good idea, Paul. Thank you. All right. So we talked about my studio. That was unexpected, but that's cool. We talked about my studio. I talked to you guys about how my loop deck is not working and it's actually frustrating me very much. So my loop deck with Ecamm, they're supposed to be, hey, why is that not working? Okay, now you can see it. So they're supposed to be windows here, very similar to like the Ecamm plugin, where if I wanted to, they're supposed to be my scenes folder, where it shows all of the scenes that I've created in Ecamm, my overlays folder, that it is supposed to show all of my overlays that I've created in Ecamm and all of my sound effects. So I'm missing folders. So like basically if we look over here and it says select scene, now this is not even working. Okay, there it is. I should be able to, in theory, right, if I customize these on the loop deck, if we go to item selection, you see select scene overlay. So if I want to, there's supposed to be a folder that comes up with all of my dedicated overlays that I tell the loop deck, open this overlay, choose this overlay. And no matter what I do, I have uninstalled this software, I have reinstalled it. It is not working and it's become unusable, unfortunately. The same thing with sound effects. So normally I keep sound effects over here. So can I replace this? I can. Right? So here, nothing. So frustrating. So I did reach out to Ken and Glenn because for whatever reason, this is not working. This has not been working for me for probably a month already. And it's infuriating me. I need to be honest with you. It's infuriating because I don't use the loop deck for anything else. So here are some more profiles. So there is a Final Cut Pro profile where you can see you have like your color grading, your dials, all of that good stuff. Let me see if we click on dials. See, you can do adjust volume. So if I were to go and put that, let me see, number 7. These are all like shortcut buttons. So it works very similarly to, see, this is all audio stuff. What's this here? Is this customized here? Anything? So you got, right? You see adjust volume, volume 0. So muting the sound and stuff. I have everything here for Final Cut. So it works. If we go to the regular OS, let's change this, right? So check this out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press on this button here because my loop deck itself works. I'm going to press on Chrome and that opened up a Chrome window. If I open up Twitter, that takes me to Twitter. I'm clicking on the button. So if I just go back, just so you guys can see the profile, right? So I clicked on Chrome. That immediately pulled up my Chrome window. If we come back, so it's not that the loop deck isn't working itself. What else do I have on page 2, right? So if I click on Spotify, that's going to immediately open up Spotify here. The same thing if I click on YouTube is going to take me to a YouTube page. So the loop deck itself is work. Oh, I remember this. Do you guys remember that? That's not what I want. The glasses. Remember that? Come on. I remember that. I wanted a pair of those. Anyway. But now if I go back to my Ecamm Live profile, there are supposed to be more folders here. And it has been driving me crazy. Loop Deck did an update. Oh, thank you, Sean. I appreciate it. It's been a lot of work. A lot of work. So I don't know because no one else has complained. It has to be something. You did not have those. Did you really have them? Paul, I need to know more about this. So yeah, they did do the update. I have the updated software. It could have possibly broke it. It was working. That's the thing that's frustrating me is that it was working. It would show up and I thought that I fixed it. I thought that I fixed it and I did not fix it. And so anything within Ecamm, even you can see that there's preset buttons here. If I press the button right now, let's say, so these are for next scene and previous scene. If I press that, it's not responsive. So the loop deck software with Ecamm is not talking to each other at all. So let me show you guys. Let me just actually do this. Don't. Hey, hold on. Oh my goodness, sorry. So sorry. I'm making all the noise. Oh, that's the wrong one. And then, no indent. Where's Kevin? No indent. Let me come over here. Okay. And come over this way. All right. Okay. So what do I want to do? How do I want to do this? What I want to do is I need to go back to my scenes. Here, just camera with picture in picture. There you go. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put this here and show my controls. And what I want to do is I want to do a screen share. Okay, good. Good. Let me hide this. You guys don't need to see that. Gonna come bring this over here. I'm gonna hide Pride Paul for a little bit. What is cracking? How are you? Hi, David Hunt. What is cracking? Okay, hold on. And then I'm just gonna come over here. Yeah. Stop. And I'm just going to zoom in a little bit because I do want to just show you basically. That's all I want to show you. There, the loop deck, because I want to show you that the loop deck itself works. So let's just close some windows here. All right. Okay. So I'm on the main loop deck. So you can see if I press Chrome, it opens up a Chrome window. You can see it works very quickly, very responsively. If I open up Twitter, it opens up, right, Twitter. If I go to a second page, all of my buttons are working. If I click on YouTube, it opens up YouTube. If I click on Reddit, it's going to open up a Reddit window. So the loop deck itself is working. That's if you want to use a calculator. That's pretty cool. Let's see what else. And I don't have anything else customized. If I come back here, screen capture, we'll do a screen capture of the screen. And so you can see here, we're good to go. Did that work? It should have. Well, I got to click. So the loop deck is working. So now if I go back in to my Ecamm, let's click on Ecamm. So you can see on the screen here, the profile itself changed. So then these buttons, and if I just make it match Ecamm Live on the screen so you guys can see here, right? This button is previous scene. This button is next scene. So if I were to click that over here on the actual, well, now it stopped responding altogether. So this is capacitive. And it gives you like a little vibration when you press the buttons. And now nothing is happening. Let me see. Can I go back to macOS default? So it's not even registering the buttons at all. So again, if I press that, that worked. If I go back and I open up my, and dynamic mode is on. So actually, if I click on the Ecamm software, that changes on the screen, but nothing happens. Like this says 0 viewers, which we know is not true. And I'm pressing the button and nothing. I don't know if you guys can hear. Can I move this? Let me see. Can I move this closer? Let's see if you guys can hear that. I don't know if you can hear that. But I'm pressing it and the scenes are not moving backwards and forwards. This is to add the last comment on screen. That's not doing nothing. So, you know, it's, let me just bring this, what do I want to do? All right, move all of this stuff. I'm just trying to reorganize my desk now. Koa came running downstairs like she had something urgent to tell me. Let's come back over this way. Let's go back to this scene over here. Okay. So with the loop deck, so here's the thing. This was a gift from Keith. I'm grateful that it was a gift from, oh, that's really high. Grateful that it was a gift from Keith. Had I paid for this, I'd be really pissed off because I don't use it for anything else. Like I don't, you know, I use my Stream Deck and when it was working, I was using it for all of my Ecamm stuff, the additional, like the add-ons, and it didn't. Gray Swift, I know that is a delayed response, but what is cracking? How are you? Thank you for hanging out with us. David Hunt, I already said hello. Let's see. Yeah, just going back to Paul's comment, the pocket door would be more involved. You would have to change the construction of the wall. You would have to need to deal with the beams. Nope, I'm not doing all of that, Paul. I'll do a barn door. But thank you for the idea. And we were being on the same page. He is used to being thrown in the closet, Paul. That was supposed to be high in front. Okay, cool. All right. So the last thing for real, that I did want to show you guys because we've already come on an hour. And what I'll do is I'll go back to this scene here. Nope, we'll do the screen share. And we're going to minimize this. Was I wanted to show you guys because I know that a few people have put it in like Ecamm and stuff like that. Who was it? Is this Chrome? This is in fact Chrome. Who? Was it Kurt? Someone had posted about TubeBuddy. James Hicks had posted about TubeBuddy now giving us the availability for chapter markers. So if you have TubeBuddy, you can go in, and one of the things while you do stuff is that you can add chapter markers. So, all right, am I missing one? I feel like I'm missing one. So, okay, so let's see. LumaFusion, so is this day 1, right? So we're just going to go in. We did this recently. This is day 1 of LumaFusion. And then if we scroll down under TubeBuddy best practices, right over here, TubeBuddy best practices on this side over here, that's where you have right on top now. So you see you have, if you have TubeBuddy upload defaults set, you have your end cards over here, your regular cards, and then in this TubeBuddy box, the very first thing now that shows up is add chapters. So I'm going to mute this. And so basically you can go in here, and instead of like having to go in and type it in the description, I haven't tested this. All I did was look at it to see how it works because I figured I would test it with you guys. So what do we have? Chapters must include, it's a minimum of 3 chapters. All chapters must be at least 10 seconds and all chapters must have titles. So let's see. So obviously you can see that they set it up for you. 000 is the introduction, the first chapter. So let me see. What I'm going to do is, and I'll probably have to come back and redo this, but I'm going to do this really quick with you guys. So right here, it looks like I am going in and I'm going to do, so that is me opening up LumaFusion. So can I hit this plus? I'm literally doing this with you guys on the fly, learning it. So what I did was I dragged it to what I thought was going to be the first thing where I open up LumaFusion. There is this plus. So you can see it says, if I hover over it, it says add chapter. I'm going to click on that. And now if we come over here to the right-hand side, you can see now it added a secondary line. It did the timing for us. So 15 minutes and 20 seconds in, insert chapter title. So I'm going to just kind of do a quick thing really quick. I don't know if this is accurate. I have to go back and scrub it, but I'm going to do LumaFusion introduction. So I'll just do LumaFusion introduction, LumaFusion app overview, right? Doesn't have to be perfect. Cool. So we're good there. Let's do some more dragging. All right. So that one is added. Oh, okay. There you go. And this one is probably because there's so many different parts. I'm going to have to go back and listen to it so I can make sure. But I just want to add 3 quick ones to show you. All right, what is this here? So let's close that. And I'm just going to label this one. I don't know if it's right, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in because this here says create new project. I'm going to click on the plus and I'm just going to say creating and labeling new projects. And then I'm going to do one more. So you can see here now this changed. This has all checks over here. And because I hit all of the things, so it's 3 of 3, I needed to have at least 3 chapters. Let's say I just go back over here. And what am I doing here? I have no idea. What is this? Okay, here. Here is, so I know that this is kind of cropping and positioning, right? So I'm just going to come in, add a chapter, and I'll just label that cropping and positioning. Like I said, I have to come back and really scrub it and listen to it and make sure that that's accurate and make sure that the timing is right. But at least now we have that. So, excuse me. You can also copy to clipboard if you wanted. You can see over here, if I wanted to remove the chapter, I can remove the chapter. I can copy to clipboard. Even here, so if you did have a methodology, you can see here the timing. Can I change this? So I'm going to actually copy this. Oh, shit. No. Okay, so I'm going to leave it. So I'm going to add to video. Oh, and that added. Your chapters have been added to your video's description. Please review and click save on the YouTube page to apply them to your video. Okay, so let's go take a look at this. Look at this here on the bottom. So right under my very last thing, they showed up for me. Nice. I like that. And so now it's on the bottom. If I wanted to, I can copy and paste this. Some people like it on top. Some people like it on the bottom. So I don't know. Let's say I leave it here. Let's hit save. All right, cool. And now if we go to view this video on YouTube, that's saved. You can see here that there's the break. You can see that there's a break there. There's a break right here. And if we come down, check this out. So now the chapters have been added over here, right? So if someone comes in, this is going to be especially important for me with my live streams, with cleaning up the live streams once I'm done. That's some of the work that I'm going to be going into, because you guys know, you have been on this journey with me, that there have been some really good days where we went over some really good quality content, like the series with Angie for the TikTok, like this LumaFusion series, when we did the digital note-taking series, right? I did a lot of good things when we did the Rebrandly and domains and stuff like that. I have to go back to all of those, and there's work that I need to do. So I need to go in and I need to scrub it. One, for chapter titles, because that seems like more work than how I add the chapters to docs videos. Why? Paul, give me more information. because of course I never want more work. But remember, this is now for me, this is going back that I didn't take notes. I have no idea. So I want to know what your method, because I know that you're also taking notes as the stream is happening. So I feel like that's a little bit differently. If I were to get a better cadence and a better flow when I did live streams and kind of started taking notes of chapter markers, or what Doc does, right? Doc puts a visual on the screen with his screen shares so that all you have to do is just kind of go in and oh, okay, now he starts talking about this and you can. So Doc also makes it easier. When we think about my content, yes, definitely OBS, right? Like he needs to give us the whole thing. But when we're talking about my content and what I've done over the last 100 days, I didn't really do that. Right. So that's what I used to do. I just rewatch the videos and create them in notes, document, then copy and paste them into a description. So I guess the only thing here, all right, so let me show you. So let me finish that thought. I'm going to actually star this because we're going to come back to that. So with this, it's important for me that I go in and I take advantage of this, right? And I scrub. So basically just going, so now we know that works, great. So what I'm going to do is like, right, in my studio, I literally have to go through every single one of these and say, okay, so like this Stream Deck class. So now I need to go in to this Stream Deck class and then do the same exact thing. Where are my cards? Oh, upload defaults, best practices. There you go. That took a while, right? So coming back in here. And so the difference, right, with Paul is that now I don't need to type in the numbers because it's doing it for me automatically. So it's kind of the same thing where you are rewatching the video, right? So we're going to go in. And so I'm going to come back over here. And this one, because I did this so many different times, I know what this is. So I'm just going to come back. Go back here. And now it's like if I wanted to, so I'm going to add this here. I just need to fix the timing. But let's see, we're going to do, this is Stream Deck. What do I call this? Configure Stream Deck menu. Okay. And now what's interesting is, look, it also has it down here as well. Menu, enter. Okay. And then if I were to do the same thing, kind of drag across. Okay, so I can see here. So if I go forward a little bit, again, listening to it is easier, but I know right here, my mouse is on the Stream Deck devices. So then what I'm going to do here is switching between Stream Deck devices. Right? So we're going to add that to the video. Oh, darn it. I wasn't supposed to add to video. We're supposed to keep it. Okay, so let's go back to add chapters. So that's good to know. Right? So let's go back here. It did add it on the bottom. Gonna hit enter. Cool. But I wasn't finished. So I'm just gonna come back over here to the best practices, add chapters, click on that. And now it did save it. And then I can continue on. Right? So where we're at right now, it looks like I'm about to get into my preferences somewhere over here. So I know I need to fix the timing, but I'm just going to say YouTube Twitch and Twitter accounts. Adding YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter accounts. Okay, cool. So now that's added. And then if I wanted to keep on, right, we can just keep on whatever this is. Like this one here is right over here. Cool. I know that that's the plugin store. Let me hit play. Yep. And that's the plugin store. So now I'm going to hit here and then overview of plugin store. Okay. So I'm going to leave that for now. So I have 5 chapters, apply, add to video. Okay. Let's click down here. It added those additional 2. Click save. Now let's check out the video on YouTube. And, ooh, there you go. Did it take a minute? There you go. It took a minute to load, but now you can see. So I have here my intro, my configure Stream Deck, switching between Stream Deck devices, adding YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. If we come down to the bottom, you can see now, boom, it has it there. So definitely I can see it being, hey, Glenda, how are you? I can see it being valuable for me. I'm going to take advantage of that now because so Paul, what I was saying is to your note, right, is I re-listened to the stream at 2 times and fast forward and reverse. Doesn't look like there is a way to add one in between if you miss something. Okay, so that's a good thing. So let's go back. Let me close these. Let's check that out. So I'm just going to go back. So you just have to, ooh, can I put it here? Yeah, you can. You can. So you have to go back to add chapters, right? So you can see here, if I go to the middle, right, of the middle of the last one, because then you got, so if we look at this, you have 12, chapter 4 is at 12 minutes and 3 seconds. Chapter 5 is at 15 minutes and 42 seconds. So if I come back in and I want to add a chapter, let's say at 12, get out of here. Let's just say 13:58. I'm going to hit plus, and then it inserts it for me there. I'm just going to type in test for now. Test. Now let's add that. All right. Let's go back. It added it, so let's hit save. Oh, it's in 2 different places too. I just realized that. Check that out. So it's in the TubeBuddy box over here, but it's literally right under your description over here. Add chapters. So normally your description, you have your description box and then it would go straight to your thumbnail. Right here, it actually, they added this section there, add chapters. All right, cool. So we saved that. Now let's go back to view on YouTube. This is actually, for me, I think it is, and now it added the test right there. And if we go back down, we take a look, we got test, and it takes us back to 14, and that was test. So what I'm actually going to do now is I don't want the test there. So let's go back, add chapters. I'm going to delete test, add to video. Save. One more time, go view that. It looks like when you go to view it on YouTube, it takes a minute, right? Because now looking at this here, it takes a minute to load, but now it removed that test chapter that we added. So what I was saying was, for me, yeah, Paul says, okay, a little easier. For me, it's going to be easy, right? Because what you're doing is you're still, whether you're typing them in, watching the video, then using a note, you're still typing in the minutes, the seconds, and then typing in the description. This step eliminates that one piece of adding in 16, so 0:16:20, right? Adding the chapters this way, you're going to scrub through it. And it also eliminates for you doing the note. So watching it, doing the note. How about I go back? It looks like then what I want to see for you, because you do, I know you've told me that you do listen to it in 2 times. So it looks like I can't do that here, right, Paul? I don't know how to do that. Playback speed. Oh, you can. Look, you can. So I hit playback speed 2, and it is playing it back at 2. So you can actually do everything there. I'm going to do normal. And it did that. So you can do that. And then it just eliminates jumping back and forth between a note and then copying and pasting it and going into YouTube. This is going to do it. You're going to listen to the video right there, add them, put in the notes right there. And if you wanted to have notes for whatever reason, it does give you the option. Now it's copied to my clipboard. So if I go and I open up notes, it should be copied in my clipboard. So I'm just bring this over here. I'm going to create a new note, Control V, boom. And it saved that for me. This is what we just did. Those are the notes that we just did. We copied it. So if you wanted to, it does that for you. If you wanted to have, for whatever reason, you wanted to have it saved. That's actually pretty cool. And I'm going to be using that a lot now that the 100 streams are done, because I need to clean up all of those videos. So like you said, like you saw the Stream Deck video, I got to go back and clean up the LumaFusion series when Angie's talking about like the analytics and stuff. So that's what I started to say about that, is that it's really important for me now to go back and to do that work of scrubbing, because if someone, there's content there that if someone is searching how to crop in LumaFusion, I want my live stream, since I already did the live stream on it, yeah, I'll do a pre-recorded video, but I want my live stream to be able to come up with those results, right? Like I want to put myself in that position in order for it to come up with those results. But the only way that those live streams, whether it's somebody wants to know about digital note taking, right? I have 4 days worth of digital note taking where we compare Good Notes, Notability, Apple Notes, etc. The only way that that's really like Google, you can see. Now check this out. Have you guys ever done this? Check this out. I actually just did this the other day. That's the wrong one. Here. Look at this. So if I spell my name right, India Delgado, all my business. So my bank picture is there. That's my bank profile. Oh my God, look at all these pictures. So I don't know what this is. Okay. California Weed Nuns. Why is my name? What? Guys. Guys. Angie, are you still on? I need to text Angelica. I hope she's still watching this. California Weed Nun, India Delgado, who goes by the name Sister Evie. What the hell? Well, that was an interesting find. Anyway, so you can see, Google yourselves every now and again, because I did want to show you that. All right, Jennifer Delgado. So you got a whole bunch of stuff, all my personal business. Look at this, all these pictures from different places. I got to go back in and check all of these things. Okay, so that's one thing, right? Now let's just go back. What I really wanted to show you was interesting. The bank, that's good. The bank profile for where I work comes up first, then my LinkedIn comes up, and then my Twitter. All right, not bad. Where did I see that? Because when I went in, I saw videos. Okay, so I went to videos, right? Okay, so I want to show you some of my videos. So right, this 100 days of live streams. Check this out. Google does this for you kind of already. You can see it says key moments in this video. Let's look at this. So key moments. I did not do this, guys. I just came across this the other day. So look, from 5:03, what are we learning? 16:19, write a blog post. 19:31, how I use the Stream Deck, right? So check this out. Google kind of did its own bootleg chapter markers here. Interesting. So the one with me and Alec, I want to check that out. But this one, just from how write a blog post, this has to be, without looking at it, this has to be the one where Evie and Doc came on and we were talking about Jarvis. So now you can see here that there's 10 key moments. It shows you what those key moments are. We can scroll all the way down. Output length. Yep, definitely. See, I didn't even get that far. Text snipper, output length, fine. Tone of voice. So if we click on this, now you can see here, right? The video itself, I have Jarvis on, and the video itself doesn't have chapter markers. So Google is, right? That's what everybody kind of tells you guys. David, I do not have a higher calling, David, chill. But if we just go back to that video, I would say I don't want Google doing this for me. I'd rather, so let's check out these key moments, right? Fear of failure, stinger transition, giveaways. So they're talking about 100-day challenge, right? And so, you know, if I go there, now we're doing the giveaway. So it did recognize, so check that out. So that's cool, right? If we go back to those key moments, I clicked on giveaways. It did recognize that that is a valid, well, no, that's not right. So that was a wrong section of, we probably said giveaways, but I don't want Google doing the work for the chapter markers for me because you can clearly see that it's not accurate. It's just taking the voice transcription and it's kind of thinking that that's what the video is about. And so what's going to happen is if someone Googled whatever it is, right? Like if they were Googling, let's say writing a blog post, or if they were Googling, like if we just come back to these key moments, writing a blog post, or they Googled how to use the Stream Deck when live streaming, this is going to come up, but that's actually not accurate for this video. And so what could have possibly turned someone into a follower, because maybe they're like, oh, okay, I want to hear what this person has to say, but that's not the right content. That person is not going to be a follower of mine, and they're going to be probably more annoyed that this is about Jarvis than anything else. So that's why it's important for me to go back and to scrub all of my videos of my live streams that I did and to do the proper SEO, to do the proper keyword research, to do the chapter titles so that when people if someone then does put how to crop a video in LumaFusion, when I go ahead and I have that chapter title and I have it SEO'd and things like that, it's going to come up. And taking advantage of the TubeBuddy tools to do that is going to be extremely helpful within these next couple of weeks, because that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to tackle a few videos a week and kind of work on that. So, all right. So let me come back and let me just catch up with you guys. We're going to wrap up the stream there. I wanted to absolutely show you guys those chapter markers. Lee, what is cracking? How are you? Yes, we got 1 day to go. Can you believe it? Paul says there are way too many. My secret life. Damn it. I was trying to hide that part of my secret life to you guys. Like, what is up with that? Like, why? All right, let's see. And Gretchen, it looks like Paul might have answered the question already, but I'll bring it up just in case. Do you know if adding chapters like that will cause the live chat to disappear as if it does when you get, and he said, no, it won't. Yes, that is correct. It will not. As long as you have the live chat replay still turned on in your YouTube setting, then you are good to go. I'm so mad about that whole, I really was surprised, guys. I've Googled myself. I've never seen that. Okay. Dwayne Wood, look, I'll just start calling you sister. You know what? Y'all better leave me alone. You guys are so funny. Dwayne Wood, what is cracking? Thank you for coming through. And then Dwayne says, David says, you are India America Delgado, muchas gracias, papa. Exactly. Thank God, right? I can technically say that's not my name because, dude, what? Sister. Oh my goodness. Dr. Omar, how are you? Dr. Omar says, hi, India. What do you use for SEO? So for my YouTube, I just use TubeBuddy, honestly. So if we just go back to this here, what I'll just do is, oh, I'm sorry, not sharing the screen with you guys. There you go. And let me move over here. Cool, cool, cool. Now you guys can see me. All good. There you go. All good in the hood. And let me just click on this again. So I just use TubeBuddy. You can see over here, you have SEO Studio. And so, hey, hold on. Click on SEO Studio. I have no idea. What video did I click on? I have no idea. So, all right, so let's do it for LumaFusion. Since we kind of started, let's just go in. I'm going to click on the day one, and then I'm going to do, did I do anything for this one? I did not. I did. I think I did. I did start to do some stuff. So, all right, so check this out. So I'll do TubeBuddy. I'll go into SEO Studio, and then let's just start with, it tells you a keyword. It asks you for a keyword. So then I'm just going to start with LumaFusion. And you can see here, it's already 95% optimized. It tells you over here, right? Include your keyword target in the title. Include your keyword target in the first 60 characters of the title. Include your target keyword naturally in the title, and then include your target keyword in the first 200 characters. So we're good there. But what I want to do, all right, so let's go then to next. So the next step is my tags. Now here, so you can see this section here is red. Include your exact target word as the first tag. So add now, because what this is saying, these are my tags here on top over here. These are suggested tags down here. So if my keyword is just going to be LumaFusion, I had originally done this with how to edit with LumaFusion, but if my keyword is just going to be LumaFusion, I don't have that anywhere here. So then I'm going to tell, but check this out. I was lucky enough that it's very hard to get 500 out of 500 characters. This is going to hurt my feelings because it's not going to be perfect anymore, but that's okay. So I'm going to add now. So LumaFusion, it added this. Where did it add it? Oh, it added it up here. Actually, so I have it twice. Where are you? I just saw it. I had LumaFusion spaced out right over here. So I'm going to delete that. Cool. See, and now I'm missing 3 characters. Damn it. All right, no problem. So we got that there. I'm going to hit, actually, so the other thing that I do look at are the suggested tags. I'll see what we have here. If there's ratings, scores, I don't have anything that's coming up here. That's fine. So I'm going to hit next. And then I also look at this stuff to see who else, right? So he is, Justin Brown is like amazing with so many different things. Primal Video. So he has his stuff. What I usually do sometimes is then I'll go in and I'll see like with the competitors, see what they did for theirs if I wanted to. So like I can click on that there and then see what do they have for their tags down here. Oh, I can't see. No tags? Where's, oh, over here. Right here. So these are the tags that he's included. His first tag is LumaFusion tutorial, LumaFusion 3.0, all that good stuff. All right, so let's go back. Oh, I didn't save it. It's not going to save. Darn it. Well, the other thing that I use, so I use the SEO Studio. We can kind of go through it again because that'll be quick. Okay, next. This is telling me to add it now. So I just have to go add it there. I got to delete this one. Fine, no problem. I'm going to hit next. This is just to show me the different thumbnails that they have. So if I wanted to make my thumbnail a little bit different, I can. I like this style here that shows just the iPad with LumaFusion layered on top of it. Or like, you know, see, yeah. Which is kind of what I did there. I have it already. So very similar. Oh, I like how he did that. Omar. So he put his own picture there. I guess I could have done something like that. Or even Henny. Henny did the same thing. I guess I would, if I were to edit it, I'd probably do the same thing. Put my video, like 2 different videos, 2 different thumbnails in the phone and then a thumbnail there, kind of like how Henny did it and how Omar did it. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. Okay, so I'm going to leave everything else the same. I'm going to hit next and then apply to video and let it apply. And so now, because I kind of did do this, so we're good to go. The other thing that I also look at here is, so these are the tags that I added in myself, right? I'll go back and I'll look and see if there's any tags for me with scores. This is going to be kind of hard because LumaFusion is so popular right now. So let me refresh scores. All right. And so I refresh scores. I hit keyword score. And now check this out. So this particular one for me has a weighting of 35, 18, 12, and then I got 6 and 3. iPad Pro video editing LumaFusion. So I just need to see. I don't know if I have that. I have iPad video editing. I have LumaFusion iPad Pro 2021 tutorial, iPad video editing, iPad Pro. So I'm going to bring that one in and I'm over my keyword limit. And so I'm probably going to delete this one here, LumaFusion iPad Pro 2021 tutorial. Let me see. Anything else? I'll delete this one. All right. So then fine, no problem. Let's see, sort the tags. You can sort the tags if you wanted. So if I wanted this one to be my second tag, right? LumaFusion 3.0 come in. So you got all of that stuff. You know, you can edit your sort. So I'm going to, all right, let's go back to sort. Okay. You also have auto sort by rank. And then look at this. Auto sort is disabled because your video does not rank in the top search results for any of the included tags. So right now I can't do that. So I'm going to hit apply and close. But it's good to always go back to your performing videos and maybe adjust your tags and to see where you rank, like it kind of said. So I'm going to hit save. I'm going to leave this as is. Again, I haven't done chapters. This was a live stream, so it's a little bit harder. But let's go back to an actual video. My latest video that's performing pretty okay is my Rode Wireless Go video. This one here. So it's the Rode Wireless Go, how to connect Rode Wireless Go to the iPhone. So let's click on that really quick. And I want to show you guys some things here because I do kind of do this every couple of months. I probably should do it more. Do I not have chapters here? Oh, I don't have chapters. Okay. So that one slipped by me because I've done chapters for a lot of my videos. This one slipped by me. I'll take the heat. I'll take the heat. Let me see. Let's show you the analytics really quick. So I did this video. It has 2,600 views, right? And I did this video on January 29th. So now what's interesting is that I wonder if it would perform any better if it did have chapter titles. So that's good to know. Let's see. My retention is fairly good for this video throughout. So for the majority of the video, I retained about 50%. So there was a little bit of dip, but the dip didn't go below 50%. So that's good to know. And that's, you know, people say it's probably the intro or something like that. But to even hold 50% for the majority of this video, and then after 3 minutes. Okay, so at 3 minutes and let's say 3 minutes and 25 seconds is when I start to dip. So for me, that's a learning opportunity to go back to this video and see what did I talk about? What happened from 50% on? Is that stuff that could have been in another video? Is that stuff that was relevant to this video, right? So trying to figure out so that I can become a better content creator with editing and uploading videos and how I speak and how I deliver my messages. Paying attention to that stuff. But I did want to show you that. So 2,600 views since January. This video by itself has given me 100 watch time hours, right? This video by itself has given me 30 new subs. So for me, that's one of the things that I've noticed is that my road videos have been performing really good. So that's one of the things I'm going to actually do a playlist on comparing now, adding the Rode lav mic, adding the Rode to my GoPro, comparing the Rode Wireless Goes to the Rode NTG. So I'm going to do a whole series using the Rode Wireless Goes with the Rode Connect app on the computer, connecting the Rode Wireless Go using the Rode AI Micro. That it's actually that the Rode AI Micro video is going to be the follow-up video to here, because this is an older version and a cheaper version. So that's going to be a follow-up, right? So if I do it the right way, you can see the growth from here. There's definitely opportunity for me with the Rode Wireless Go videos. Okay, so that's one of the things that I wanted to show you. If we go back to TubeBuddy tools, actually, let's go here. Nope. You know what? I want to go back to details. Sorry, guys. I want to go back to details. Hey, girl. Hey, how are you doing, Michelle? What is popping? What's cracking? Let me see. Just, we'll have to check. Sure, seem to remember option somewhere. I missed something. I think there's an option in Studio to tell YouTube to create chapters. So is it, I don't know if it's chapters per se. It's something. I know what you're talking about, but I don't know if that's, it says, yes, there's an option for automatic chapters in Studio under video details. Okay. Is that where? ¿A dónde? Automatic chapters. Okay. Chapters can make your videos easier to watch. You can overwrite chapters anytime by creating your own chapters. Allow automatic. So I have that, but you can see it didn't work for me, right? Because if we go to this video, if I watch this video on YouTube, YouTube did not create chapters for me. And there's definitely different pieces that I can go in, right, and show you, because like this here, let me see. So if we go in, right, this is all the intro. We click on here. Now I'm going to show you the Rode Reporter app, right, to see the difference. And then if we go here, I jump from the Rode Reporter. I start talking about the iPhone to headphone adapter. That's another chapter. And then if we go here, that's the SC7 cable, right? If I come here, just the connections, right? So it definitely didn't work. So although I had it checked off, no, go back and make sure that you do it on your own. All right. So that's the one thing. Cool. Now, what I do with TubeBuddy, once I have, because this video has been performing, right? Let me click on this. All right, made that a little bit bigger because I wanted to show you guys here. I did do the tags for this. I did do SEO stuff. It's good to go back and revisit your videos every now and again to kind of see where you're ranking. Now, these ranks do change, but it also helps because then that'll help you give you ideas of maybe doing a new video, a follow-up video, a competitive video, or something like that. So with the ranks right now, I'm not really in the top. I'm in the top 10. I'm not in the top 5. I'm not ranking in the top 5. So this one here, for this tag, connecting Rode Wireless Go 2 to iPhone, I rank 8th. So I'm ranking 8th and 9th for a lot of these. And then 18, Rode Wireless Go iPhone 30. Okay. And that's because, so for me, the other thing that you want to keep in mind with this stuff is that the competition is heavy with this, right? There's so many bigger YouTubers. This is not only just bigger YouTubers, but this is also being searched radically. that I'm competing with a lot of searches and with a lot of people doing videos on the Rode Wireless Go 2s. So it's going to be harder to rank. However, for me, with being a newer YouTuber, to get 100 watch time hours, to get 30 new subs from this video by itself, and it's been 6 months, that's pretty good for me, right? I'm like, all right, I know I need to keep on. Let's go back down here. Now you can see that there's recommended tags. I have 489 characters, so I might be able to add one more tag. What I like to do is I just like to refresh this, and I like to do it by keyword, right? So let's go back and see, is there anything? So this one, Rode Wireless Go iPhone 13, that ranks, that has a 52 keyword ranking. That's actually a really high ranking there. Then Rode Wireless Go with the 2 eyes, 9, anything there. Why doesn't this, I'm going to zoom out really quick. There's no refresh button. That's interesting. So usually there's a refresh button here, but there's no refresh down here. Now what you can also do, because that's my target keyword. All right, I'm going to highlight this, Command C. I'm going to undo and let's see what TubeBuddy recommends. I'm going to X out that target keyword. I'm going to add this in, because that's high. I know I'm going to have to delete something because now I'm over the limit, but I added that one in, and now I'm going to X out of that keyword. It's going to load new tags based off of the video itself, right? And based off of, like Paul said, the artificial intelligence. So let it load the tags, give it a second. It's taking kind of long. So while that does that, let me see. Paul says it doesn't always work, and when it does, it's usually not right. The AI has to be able to figure out the logic of what you're saying. Yeah. So you definitely don't want to rely on that stuff, right? This usually doesn't take this long. All right. Doom, doom, doom. So I might have to refresh. So I added that one on the bottom somewhere. Best microphone for YouTube podcast. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to hit, and that refreshed. Okay, cool. All right. So I took out. So what we did was I took out the keyword, and now this gave me tags based off of its own thing. And it stood within this. So let's zoom back in. It stood within the Rode Wireless Go. So the tags that it gave me are still Rode Wireless Go. It still gave me the Rode Wireless Go iPhone 1352, Rode Wireless Go 2 review. I can actually bring that in. Nope, I can't. Darn it. All right, fine. That's going to bring me over the limit. And then that's all. So if I do, let's see, keyword score. So there's nothing there. Search traffic. All right, it's going to refresh. Oh, it's like refreshing on its own. It doesn't give us. So this is giving us what is actually being searched. Tags will be sorted by the number of views this video has gained, directly attributed to people searching for this tag in YouTube search. If a tag has gotten you views, it will have an icon showing you how many like this with the eyeball and the 4. If not, nothing will show up next to the tag. Interesting. So I tried this before with another video, and if you can see, there's eyeballs, but there's no numbers next to anything. So, and again, I'm not, like, it is what it is. It's because I'm not, it's a big field. It's a big competition, but it is good to know, because it's like, well, if these are what people are showing up looking for, Rode Wireless Go 2 setup, Rode Wireless Go 2 iPhone, Rode Wireless microphone, right? It's like, okay, this can give you some video ideas. Wireless microphone for iPhone, things like DJI mic versus Rode Wireless Go 2s, Rode SE15, that's a whole nother adapter. So that's what people are actively searching for. So that can help you with video ideas. Interesting. Look at how the numbers all changed. Literally within 5 minutes, the numbers all changed. My actual rankings, if we go here, now this one will be ranked 11th in the video. This is where the videos rank for me. 11, 10, 10, 10. Now I have a lot more showing up now. 22. So I'm showing up in at least the top 30, right? And for the majority of these, it's the top 9, 10. There were some 8s, but those disappeared. All right, that's fine. I'm going to leave that as is. Was there anything else? If I click on TubeBuddy, I want to see if there's anything here. Search positions. I do also like looking at search positions itself because I want to see what the top videos above me, what they are, what the titles are, what the thumbnail looks like. And I also like to listen to that content to see how did they deliver the message? Was it, so check this out. So search positions. All right. So like this tag, I'm 9th in search. So we just did this. So let's go into this here. So this is showing me that from June 12th to 9th, that's not what I wanted to show you guys though. This is not where I wanted to show you guys. So this is giving you all the tags. So that's cool. Good to know. Is it under SEO Studio? It might be. So I'm going to click on SEO Studio. It's not. Why? Oh, I know. So let me see. Keyword Explorer again. Did that work? Good. Explore. So I just copied my keyword that I had. So this is the keyword that I had, right? And these are weighted options. So this goes to show you, like for me, right? It's fair, right? So it's not when you're looking at your score, you really want your score to be kind of idealistically in the green. And it says, so now check out this Road Connect. So over the last 30 days, no one has actually directly looked for this tag. So that might be for me they're finding it because maybe they're just typing in Road Wireless Go, but not this exact tag. Interest over the last 12 months, really not much. That's on YouTube. If we click on Google, nothing. All right. So related searches. So the wording is just different. How to connect the Road Wireless to iPhone. Does Road Wireless Go work with iPhone? Can you use the Road Wireless Go? That's on Google. If we do YouTube, there's no related searches because of how that is. Now check this out. The search volume for this specifically, you can see that it's fair. My competition is fair, optimization. So I optimized it. That's great. But again, if it's not good search volume and if the competition is not, you want your competition to be good. That means that it's going to show up better for you, right? And so this is what I did want to show you with this though, the actual results here. So if I click on results, now you can see, so under this tag, Road itself owns 2 of 20. I own 2 of 20. Exact matches in the top results. Total search results, 557,000 people are searching for this. So that's what I mean about your ranking and about the competition of how many people are searching for us and how many videos. So the top video is, of course, with Road number 1. But look at the title. Using the Road Wireless Go 2 with your smartphone. Sounds simple. Here, the second. And so this video from Road, and naturally, because you buy it from Road, you want to see from Road what they have to say about their video, how you can use it, etc., etc. So this video ranking number 1 has 138,000 views, which makes sense. This video here, how to connect the Road Wireless Go 2 to iPhone or iPad. This has 3,000 views, 3,500 views. This one here, she was ranking number 2. And it's so funny because this video has 4,600 views, but it's ranked 3rd. And so I'll look at this stuff to see, again, who my competition is, How did they title the stuff? How many views do they get? Because this shows opportunities, right? Like this video has 46,000 views. This video has 20,000 views. This one, well, Potato Jet, he's great. So, but he has 200,000, but he also has like 200,000 followers. Jevin, 446. Oh, look it. So here I'm in 7th, which is not that bad. I came above. So right now I'm ranking above Donna Did It. I'm not even mad at that. But just going in, right? But there's opportunities. So just looking again at some of my competition to see, all right, so here, what does he have going on? And so I would just look at it. What's the video like? Looking at maybe how he did the descriptions, right? He also does not have chapter titles. He is optimized 95%, looking at maybe his tags and seeing how that works. And that's kind of my methodology when I do this stuff. I'm still learning with that, right? So for me, I'm not, by no means a pro, but that's what I've been doing. And it kind of goes back to, the more you do it, the better you get, the more you learn as you do research and talk to like your community about it, because somebody else might have some best practices and just understanding it. I think that also going back and doing what I just did, right? Like revisiting the video after it's been performing for X amount of months will help you understand your analytics and your numbers and your stats to say, maybe I should change the thumbnail, maybe, or mess around, right? Like TubeBuddy does have A/B testing. So you can either do the A/B testing or just mess around with looking at the top ranking videos. And if their titles are completely different than yours, maybe try making the title similar where it's going to come up in a higher search or people will click it. So that was what I really wanted to cover. We went over a lot of stuff today. We went over my plans for the studio. We went over my annoyance with Loop Deck not working with Ecamm. And then we went over the new TubeBuddy Add Chapters feature, which I thought is really cool. And I'm actually very excited to use it because think about it. I have 100 live streams that I need to go through, literally 100 live streams. And maybe it's not all, well, I got to go through all 100 because I have to find which dates are which. I do have the really good ones on my calendar. So I'll go to my 100 days planner calendar and then look for those dates. But then I have to go through all of those videos and do everything we just did. SEO research, keyword research, the rankings for the titles. I'm going to update some of the thumbnails, right? So if we go back, okay, come on. Is this going to make me restart my computer? I probably shouldn't have done that now. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go back to my content. Click on live. All the thumbnails are the same, right? So then it's going to be, okay, I got to go through all of these. Like, all right, I tried to make it different for the LumaFusion. So that one I can probably keep. But then there's the ones, and then the Stream Deck. Okay, fine. But then there's the ones that I did for Notability. That's somewhere in here. And they're just one of these. It's literally one of these regular thumbnails that I just have to go in and see. I got to do this one with TikTok. Okay, so that one there, I got to go in and do the stuff with TikTok. And so for me, it's like, all right, I'm going to sit on my sofa. I'm going to take my laptop out, open up TubeBuddy. And while I am relaxing, that's going to be some of the work that I will be putting in over the next couple of weeks. And then I'm also going to take screenshots of the performance now, right? So if we go back to the live stream that I did, if I'm going to take screenshots of the analytics I keep saying, that's it, I'm done. And then I lie and I come back. So let's go back here. So I do have screenshots of my personal analytics when I first started that I'm going to compare. I'll probably do that stuff tomorrow to show you guys like where I was on day 1 versus where I'm at now on day 100, because I did have screenshots. But what I will do is, what's happening here? Okay, I'm doing something wrong. go here. Okay. I just want to go to page 1. All right, here we are. So then like, all right, so we kind of optimize this. I just have to finish doing this is the first day of LumaFusion. It is kind of optimized, but I need to finish doing the chapter titles. So once I finish doing the chapter titles, and then if I decide to maybe do an end screen, okay, right, I got to go through all of this stuff here. Maybe I'll add a LumaFusion playlist because I am thinking about doing more LumaFusion, so I'll probably do that. So once I've optimized it before I hit save, right? So I'm going to sit on my laptop and optimize this video with all of these tools. I'm going to click on analytics, and then, right, I'm going to take a screenshot. So I can even do that now because I haven't even touched it. So let's do that. So I'm going to do Command-Shift-3. Took a screenshot. Cool. I got that saved. So now I took a screenshot of these analytics. So what am I going to look for? Right? I'm going to look at the views once it's because these are views probably from you guys, from the community, honestly. Once it's optimized with chapter titles, with the proper keywords, with all of that good stuff, then I'm going to see, well, before it was optimized, I had 33 views. Will I pick up 10 views? Will I pick up 20 views based off of people who were looking how to edit with LumaFusion? The total watch time hours. And now check this out. This will be interesting. Right now, I haven't gotten any new subs. So if I properly optimize this video, will someone find it where they take advantage of, because especially with a live stream, I think it's really important with live streams to go back and do the chapter titles, because people don't want to sit when we're goofing around and doing all of that stuff. If they say, okay, let me go through this, they're going to go straight through the chapter titles and go look at when I add in how to crop a video, how to add in an overlay title, how to key out, chroma key out, or green screen key out, right? So that'll also be interesting. So that's what I've been trying to do, is take screenshots of my performance. The reach, I'm not worried too much about just yet. The engagement, nothing just yet. For right now, I think the biggest thing, honestly, that I'm going to be really watching this, I do look at the audience, and I'll probably take a screenshot of this. So let's do that actually right now. So let me do this, Command-Shift-3. Cool. Because this is important as well. So I have right now, because you guys have been supporting me, right? So this goes to show me the viewers, my returning viewers are 11 people. So that's my purple over here. That's this line, right? That's the line there. New viewers is down. So I did have new viewers. So check this out. So we did this video on May 31st. On June 1st, I had 2 new viewers. June 2nd, 1 new viewer. So people came across my video. New people came across 1 new video. Listen, that was an opportunity for 1 new subscriber a day. And these people didn't subscribe. And I'm pretty sure it's because it was a live stream. It was an hour and a half worth of a live stream that they didn't know how to find the content, honestly. So that is what my goal is going to be for these new viewers. Look at this. June 5th, I had 2 new viewers. June 6th, 2 new viewers. On June 7th, I had 5 new viewers. Viewers who discovered your channel for the first time in the selected period by watching this video. So from May 31st, so let me do this. You got 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 14, 16, 17. So from May 31st to today, I've had 17 new viewers look at this video and not one of them subscribed. That's bad. I'm not mad at it. It doesn't make me upset, but that's really good info for me, because it's like, all right, now we know this. We got the numbers, right? So then it's going to be interesting to check in within, let's say, 30 days, within maybe the first quarter, and see if properly SEOing this video, chapter titles, all of that stuff, to come back to these 2 pages between my audience and my overview to see how many views this goes up, how many subscribers this goes up. I should at least get 1 sub, right? If I really add it the right way. And then looking at what that looked like. And then this just gives you a better breakdown, subscribed versus not subscribed, watch time, and then the geographics there. But what I'm really going to focus on are those pieces there. So then that's going to be the other thing that I'm personally going to do. Thank you, David. I'm glad that it was informative there. I'm glad you're still watching, Sean. I appreciate you. Oh, good. That makes me happy. Good stuff. And so I'm going to do that, not for every live stream, because there were days that we did live streams that, you know, I don't want to say wasn't good stuff, but it wasn't where I was teaching, you know. So I got to go back to like these 3 days we did LumaFusion, the week we did Notability, the week we talked about domains, Rebrandly, all of that good stuff. The 3 days that we did TikTok with Angie, all of those where I know that there's content that even if I just do the chapter titles, that if someone goes specifically to learn more about TikTok analytics, and I put chapter titles, I'm pretty confident that as long as I do it the right way and I put chapter titles, that person, that new person going in will appreciate that they don't have to go over. Because look at this live stream. This live stream, I keep doing the wrong thing. This live stream was an hour and a half long. So these 17 new viewers were probably annoyed. Like, well, how the hell am I supposed to learn this stuff? So clearly my title, LumaFusion, they're searching for that stuff. I now have to help them in the right way. So that's going to be what my work will, some of what my work will be over now, technically the next couple of weeks, couple of 100 days. You know, I'm going to stream twice a week. And then that's going to be like my admin time of cleaning up the thumbnails, cleaning up YouTube. I'm going to continue to build out my Kajabi page. I'm going to work on more masterclasses, do pre-recorded content. So I get my time back, but it's in a different way. And that is all she wrote for day 99. I wanted to make sure that I gave you guys, I came through with a little bit of heat, and I wanted to at least say, you know what, we're on the second to last day, but I'm not slacking off. I'm here with you guys, and I'm still giving you guys content. So I'm glad that I got the feedback from you guys that you felt like it was good information. That really means a lot to me. And that is it, man. Tomorrow you are very welcome, big brother. Have a good stream in the next hour. I appreciate you. And tomorrow makes day 100. I'm telling you, it hurts my heart to think that. It really does hurt my heart to think that, but that is all right. We're going to end it. Let me see. Did that not download? Is this from? Let me see. Hold on, because I was working on, I tried to make an adjustment. We can make this louder. What's happening here? We're on day 99. Can you guys believe that? I don't know. I don't think I can believe it. That is not what I wanted. So I got to go to Canva. I tried to update or redo my end screen that I did for Pride. Let me download this really quick. Let's download. All right. Let's go into that end scene. Let me see. So this was the one I did. And then this was the updated one. Hold on. You guys don't see what I'm doing, but I'm doing some work in the background. Delete. All right. So you can see I changed it a little bit. Oh, I gotta unlock the scene. What's happening here? Oh, I know what's happening. Maybe? Is that the right one? That is the right one. What's happening to my picture? Maybe? I guess that's a little bit better. Hey. So I figured out how to get a colored border around the box. I made the pride bigger. You know. You're very welcome. I appreciate you, Glenda. Thank you so much. Yes. Aw, thank you, Dr. Omar. I appreciate that. You guys are the best. Happy Pride. Paul is just reminding you guys, if you want to support me, feel free to buy me a coffee or 2 or 3. Are my comments coming up? I don't know what's happening here. Well, that's all right. Oh, thank you, Glenda. I know the music ended. Glenda says my teaching style is fabulous. I don't know why the comments aren't coming up. Are you guys seeing comments at all? It's not. I'll figure it out. Good night. Buenos nachos. I will be back tomorrow and we're going to celebrate day 100. Peace out, you guys. No comments. That's so weird. I'm clicking it. Probably because I did something. Oh. Pride Paul, why? Pride Paul he just took a little bit of a break because I was showing some stuff. That's so weird. Let me see this. I said I was going to end the stream. Now I'm like determined. So that's the new one. Is a comment coming up? Well, I don't know what happened. The comments aren't coming up. It's something that I did. And then look at this. All right. Well, that's kind of better. That's okay. That's kind of cute, but I don't know why the comments aren't coming up. Like I'm clicking it. I'll figure it out tomorrow. Good night. Buenos nachos.